absolutely no evidence that cannabis is any worse
Well, I
than
suppose
alcohol.
it depends
So why
what
is
you
it
mean by
illegal
it.
and cannabis
Well, I'm trying to
cigarettes
answer,
and
but as soon as
alcohol?
I answer, you're going to interrupt me and say, no, it's not, no,
What
it's
if you
not,
say
no,
that's
it's not.
untrue, but then explain why?
Well, I keep trying to when you keep interrupting.
Well,
Now
go
I'm going to
ahead.
explain now. So don't interrupt. Look, the sole purpose for smoking pot or eating a pot brownie is to get high. That is not true with alcohol.
Yes,
People
it is.
enjoy, well, maybe you're a 14-year-old. They're going to keg parties still.
Everybody drinks
but
alcohol to get slightly higher than when they start drinking it, surely. What's the point of drinking alcohol?
Absolutely. I have done TV after drinks. I bet you
You
have
have?
too.
Are you
I'm
intoxicated
drunk
now?
right now.
That would explain a lot of things. Have you ever smoked pot?
Wait, would you please let me finish one sentence, Piers Morgan?
You're rambling.
People enjoy wine. They drink wine for a purpose. They will buy $800 bottles of wine. Perhaps you have a warm feeling. It does not. You can tell if somebody's been smoking pot. Their eyes are red. They giggle at everything. And by the way, they're incapable of carrying on the normal functions of life.
Have you ever smoked pot?
No, I haven't.
Never in your life?
Almost none of my friends have because they're athletes.
So how do you know what it does?
Because
to
I'm
you?
around potheads. Many of my best
Really?
friends are potheads.
How many potheads are you
And in
around?
fact, a lot of them, well, look, potheads can still get their pot. They're probably self-medicating. But the more people who take it, and if it is made legal, vastly more people will take it. And it will be a disaster for commerce.
Why? Why for commerce?
Because potheads are incapable of following simple instructions and getting a job done. I used to carry around as my sole argument against pot legalization.
But it's like saying alcoholics
As I was saying,
have a drain on the economy.
to pick up in the middle of the sentence I was just on before you
But what do you mean by
interrupted me,
pothead?
was when I moved to a new place in California and there was a pool and the pool guy didn't, I come back and it's 4 feet down and it's covered with green mold and I called him up. He was a pothead. Oh, I was there that day. So I took 3 pictures and henceforth that was my argument. I don't happen to have my iPhone
Let me
with
try
now.
and stop the stream of consciousness.
You can't get anything done with a pothead. What we need to do is encourage people.
What do you mean by a pothead?
Everyone knows what a pothead is.
What does it mean?
It's not smoking pot one time.
So how much are you assuming a pothead takes?
Enough so that it can be made fun of on TV by Brad Pitt in this movie.
So like a heavy drinker or a heavy smoker?
No, heavy smokers work all night and then die young, saving the Social Security system money. For commercial purposes, for the purposes of the good of the country, we ought to encourage Americans to smoke like mad. They'd be incredibly productive, and then they'd die young and not have long, lingering deaths. Potheads, no, I'm going to be paying for their food, housing, now for their health care, apparently, because they can't perform any useful jobs. Can you imagine if,
the vast majority of people that take marijuana on a recreational basis are not, by your definition, potheads.
The point is
in the same way that most people who drink alcohol are not alcoholics or heavy drinkers with a problem.
Once the cat is out of the bag, you can't put it back in. That was the problem.
Yeah, but the issue is not that.
Again, to pick up where I was in the middle of my sentence, but during Prohibition...
The issue is not that, is it? The issue
during
is,
Prohibition,
why do we treat
every
it...
alcohol-related disease, cirrhosis of the liver, accidents as a result of alcohol went down precipitously. It will go up. We will have this is how many potheads we have when it's illegal. I think that's just about enough.
Let me answer you. Nobody has ever overdosed on cannabis. Did you know that?
So what? They can't perform daily functions. They're going to be on my tax bill.
But you accept that people die of smoking. You accept that people can overdose on too much alcohol.
Well, everybody dies eventually.
That's your answer.
No, but to say people die of smoking, what is considered a smoking death is any heart attack is considered a smoking death.
The point is that the argument is that alcohol...
That's a true fact, by the way.
That heavy consumption
someone
of
who has
alcohol,
never smoked will be considered a smoking death.
Heavy consumption of alcohol or heavy consumption of cigarettes is more dangerous to your health.
No, it isn't.
Than
alcohol
cannabis.
is good for you. You take out the category. Have you been reading the Science Times? It's study after study. Alcohol is good for you. You should have a glass a day. Or two.
We'll have a glass after the show and we'll test your theory.
Or two. No, it's true. Alcohol is good for you. Pot is not good for you. And in fact, it is very cancerous. Now they're getting these young kids coming in, having heart attacks at very young ages. And it's because they're potheads. And by the way, at least they'll save me money if they just go ahead and die. But they rarely just go ahead and die.
How humane of you.